Hello, everybody, and thank you for the opportunity to share an update of HYCU, uh, our uh, our business progress in our life cycle, and a little bit about how we view AI as a catalyst and a change agent for the data protection industry. My name is Brian Babineau. I'm the Chief Customer Officer at HYCU. I've been here for about a year. Aside from a brief introduction, you'll hear from the subject matter experts. Sabaya Sundaram runs product for us. Satya Sankaran heads up our cloud efforts. Andy Fernandez is in the room, who runs product marketing. And our media contact and primary lead here, Don Jennings, is also with us to help answer any questions that the audience and attendees might have. I just a little bit about me. I've just passed my year anniversary with after joining HYCU. Previously, I spent about a decade with Barracuda, starting, building, and running their MSP managed service provider division, where we had several different acquisitions, went from public to private and private to private, but really understood the market dynamics of what was happening in the cybersecurity landscape in the mid-market, as well as the data protection aspect. That if the prevention mechanisms in cybersecurity did not cover everybody. There was a critical role, of course, when something went wrong, to be able to get data back and get a business up and running. Today, our intent is to make sure that you leave with the following information. Um, we believe there's a good amount of workloads that have either transitioned or are now going through second and third phases in the public cloud. And there's some air gaps from a data protection and availability standpoint that are starting to manifest. Want to make sure that that the audience is aware of what those are, why they create risk. Secondarily, I think there's a good amount of talk on AI and how people are using it in with existing business applications or creating new ones. And where does the data sets pre and post generation go, and how they are being used, and why many of our customers are calling us about what our plans are for support. Um, one of the underpinning elements of architecture inside of the AI workflows is the vector databases, and why some of the questions that we've gotten in have spurred different R&D investments and attention through our product development lifecycle. And then lastly, we want to make sure that whatever we protect, we do so in a high integrity fashion, making sure that it is recoverable when needed and when called upon. So I think you'll hear a phrase or two about coverage and the ability for us to not just generate the copy, but when called upon to generate the recovery. That really truly defines resilience for us. We are on a singular mission to make sure that all data is protected in the event of any type of business disruption, whether it's man-made, cybersecurity related, some combination thereof, accidental deletion, or other events. Through that mission, and was one of the motivating factors for me to join this organization and this team. The other motivating factor was just how quickly we've been able to execute against that mission. So world-class backers from a financial standpoint, ranging from those that build applications, those that are building infrastructure for the applications, as well as those that have funded many other unique organizations. So Bain and Accrue being the top financial backers. But as you see there, Okta certainly playing a key role in the identity space, in having a purview into how to protect those identities, even in an agentic world. It is awesome to be the Chief Customer Officer for across nearly 5,000 customers in across a broad geographic area. And we're doing so with the channel front and center with us. I think Probably the mix of channel, whether it be our Dell relationship, a relationship that we have on the cyber side with Conversant, across many of those that bring our products to market, serving those customers. We continue to be challenged every day with their feedback, and as I mentioned in the agenda, we want to clearly articulate to this group how that has updated and evolved our own thinking and our own product release schedule, as well as updated where we think things will be in the next couple of years. And how we do it across such a broad set of customers, as well as within the partner landscape, is truly the our cloud platform. Resilience here for us means that you have the ability to cover as many workloads as possible, being able to discover those, obviously get the right type of copy going to any location, your choice as a destination, whether it be a cloud provider, a large cloud scale like an Amazon or Google, or somebody that's really driving the lead in optimized costs like a Wasabi, or somebody that's looking to utilize their Dell investments with data domain. Where we put it, how we protect it, and where we put it is just as important, because that also helps out in how we recover it. And then I mentioned a little bit, we want to give customers the freedom of choice. Do they want to protect it in their own sovereign location? Do they want to do it in a data center? Do they want to do it? And then probably the most important part of that freedom is, where do they want to get it back from? So are you protecting a cloud asset in Google and recovering it in Microsoft, or you're doing something in Azure and you want to bring it back to your on-prem? That flexibility isn't necessarily always appreciated when we first talk to customers, but it's certainly appreciated after they go through a series of business events and don't want to be captured within a particular geographic area or a particular technologies.